Hi, folks. Dr. Etheridge here. Um, Welcome. Just wanted to talk base with you a little bit about the research reports, which is our first kind of big writing. Um, Reading the research report is part of um, the assignment is part of today, the reading for this coming Friday as well. And when I say research reports, I really mean that. The purpose of these is for you to find just a little bit um, about the teaching of writing, write it up and share it with me and share it with others. So you shouldn't spend more than about 2 hours on these assignments. These are what are called low stakes assignments, which I'm focusing more on the learning and less on the, ooh, is the writing perfect as well. So think of this as a low stakes assignment, something that you want to spend a couple of hours on and do a good effort, but don't stress out or don't put all your energy in the way you would on a major paper. So the way we find the assignment is you would under major assignments here, you look under large assignments, and we go to research report one. And I'll just note that there is an example research report one if you just want to see what a good one looks like as well. Let's look at the assignment. And I won't read the entire instructions as well, but basically you want to find some kind of article about the teaching of writing. And I realize it's early in the semester. All you've read is a little bit of Anderson's Mechanically Inclined in the first few chapters of Ray, but you probably saw some things that you had questions about, you're not sure, or maybe you want to know more about, hey, I really know I want to teach English language learners, or maybe I know I'm really concerned about how to set up my classroom, or how to respond to student writing effectively, or motivating unmotivated writers, or I really want to know how I'm going to teach poetry to fifth graders. So basically find an article about some aspect of teaching writing that interests you. Try to be kind of specific, and I've got some suggestions, topics you might look at there as well. And then I want you to do 5 things. I want you to summarize the article. What is it about? Uh, is it in line with the best practices? Remember, we've got a list of what are the best practices in in teaching writing. What's the best way to do it? And remember, that's supported by research. Um, what's your opinion of the article? Does it make sense or not? And again, you don't have to like the article. I just want you to explain what your reaction is. Would you recommend some ideas from the article or not? Why not? Um, and a different question, what is your opinion of the writing of the article? You could think, hey, this is a good article, but the writing doesn't work so much. Did you find it readable, written in a way that engages the reader? Or did you have to read it several times to figure out what's going on? And then I want you to identify 2 sentences in the article, one that you think is a good sentence and one that you think's not so good a sentence, or an ineffective sentence. And no copying out and saying, oh, they're all good. I want you to talk about a good sentence and a less effective sentence, talk about why. And the reason we're doing this is, remember Anderson in Mechanically Inclined talks about the best way for students to learn the nuts and bolts of writing is to look at real sentences in the real world, what he calls mentor texts. And students learn by looking at very short, specific pieces of text, really understanding how they work or why they don't work, and then talking about them. So I want us to think about looking at writing in a more analytically evaluative kind of way. We're not reading literature, interpreting it. We're not saying, oh, it's good or bad, but if we're going to help people learn how to write, we need to develop our own ways of looking at other people's writing and how to talk about it. So first thing you got to do is find an article. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on the university's homepage, and I'll show you how to find it there. Well, you go on academics, and you get this page, and it says the Bell Library, or library if you're from the part of West Texas I'm from. You click on the Bell Library, and sorry, you have choices: find materials, databases, articles, books, ebook searches. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to guide you. One of the best places to look. So get on databases A to Z, and just to get you started. Now, this isn't the only index you can use, but I really think that this is a good place to start. There is something called got to get to the D's. Education full text. So this is a bunch of full text resources from about the last 25 years that can help you find good stuff about writing. Now, something I want to mention, EBSCO, people say, oh, I got an EBSCO. That's fine. Remember, it's a search engine. It's not a database. So the search engine called EBSCO is plugged into this education database as well. So let's try Mentor. Helps if you spell it right, like Mentor, and then texts, and you'll search. And you find 184 articles. Well, you can limit this to full text articles if you want to, and that cuts it down some. Scholarly or peer review articles, you could do that. You could limit the publication. Maybe you just want to look at stuff written in the last 10 years. So go to 2010. And that gets it down some. And so you see what we're doing. And at some point, you just got to go through and start looking at some of these articles as well. And let's just say you want to say elementary school. Elementary or elementary school. Search. Maybe you're not interested in the ones that talk about high school students. So it gets you down to 12. See? And so then what you do is you actually find these articles. Sometimes you have to hunt to find them. Often you'll have and you can get on. It shows you how to get on full text at TAMUCC, or you can click on this and get the full article, full PDF text immediately. So you can get a lot of these resources from the library without actually physically going to the library. So then you found the article and you can get started. So remember, what I want you to do is read the assignment, find an article, and I do want you to email me the article that you're going to do, or the URL of the article that you're going to do your research report on. So just a little bit. If you have any questions or concerns, call me, talk to me, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Thanks.